शशिधरं वन्दे वसूनां पतिं वन्दे सूर्यशशाङ्कवह्निनयनं वन्दे मुकुन्दप्रियं वन्दे भक्तजन आश्रयं च वरदं वन्दे भक्तजन आश्रयं च वरदं वन्दे शिवं शङ्करम्. Friends, yoga is a discipline. The moment we use the word discipline, we do not like it. Because we don't want to be disciplined. To be disciplined is to be methodical. To be disciplined is to be within the time limitations. We have to submit to somebody. We should be obedient to somebody. We should follow the procedure. We lose the freedom. We cannot eat as we like. We need not move about as we like. Everywhere there is a restriction. There is a control. There is an obstruction. There is somebody to stop us. So we don't like. We would like to be free. And that desire for freedom makes us rebel against freedom. I speak now. There is somebody who is seated. Why should you listen to this fellow? In what way he is better? Why should he go to the stage? Why should he occupy a seat in front of us? And why should I be obedient? Why should I be silent? Ahankara. We want not the ego to be submitted. Discipline is essential because we want to be free. First, discipline we don't like because we want to be free. To be free, we should be disciplined. On the road, we are walking. We are driving, we are cycling. We want to cycle, walk, drive because we want to be free while moving. Everybody wants to be free. That fellow comes, this fellow comes, this fellow comes, and all of us meet with an accident. Nobody will go anywhere. Nobody will be in a position to use the freedom. So for everybody's freedom, everybody is to be disciplined. It is because we want freedom, we don't want to be disciplined. Because we want freedom, we should be disciplined. This discipline is twofold. Number one, imposed discipline. Number two, cultivated discipline. Self-discipline. If we don't cultivate the discipline, if we don't observe the self-discipline, nature at the point of sword disciplines us. Example, I eat as I like, gluttonous eating, 50 puri, 60 vada, 70 idli, I go on eating and I am using my freedom, my temptation, my taste, my tongue to eat much. Now nature has its discipline. It causes indigestion. It causes diarrhea. And then it teaches at the point of sword you cannot eat anymore for another 1 week. Another 10 days. Same is the case with diabetes. In my youth, I ate every day 28 rasgulla, 48 gulab jam, and now I cannot touch it, look at it even. Nature teaches me at the point of sword. When we do not follow the self-discipline, nature teaches us. Same is the case with karma theory. When we don't follow the karma theory, the vidhi will take revenge. Discipline on the road, discipline in the house, discipline in life, discipline in the health. Everywhere there are two sides of the discipline. Imposed discipline, self-discipline. If we have the self-discipline, it is sweet. If we are under the imposed discipline, it is bitter. When your coordinator asks you to come in time, Kelly is troubling me. When you come in time and sit in meditation, you enjoy it. You are the master of yourself. When you follow somebody's instruction, you are the slave of somebody. Self-discipline is mastery. Imposed discipline is slavery. Which do we prefer? In mythology, there is a story. Kanyakumari earlier was Parvati Devi. She fell in love with Lord Shiva. Shiva was bluish, very attractive, Sundareshwara, Someshwara, Kameshwara, Jagadishwara, Maheshwara on Mount Kailas. This young girl looked at him, fell in love with him, wanted to marry him, and one day she brought the best of the sarees from Kanchivaram, wore the best of the jewelry from the shops, she put them on, and she requested Brahma, I am going to woo him. Please send 2 escorts to me. Manmatha was sent. And one more escort I want. Vasanta was sent. Vasanta is favorable environment. Flowers, jasmines, pleasant evening, congenial atmosphere, favorable climate, everything is conducive. Manmatha is the desire. The young girl wanted to marry Shiva, fell in love with him. Who is more disciplined? Superior power, spiritual power, manly power, cosmic power. Shiva has higher ability to impose discipline. Prakriti, nature, subordinate, but she wants to win. She has gone there. In the ordinary example, a young girl wants to marry a young boy, falls in love with him. Arjun was in heaven. He was learning archery. He was learning music. He was learning a dance. Very handsome he was. Very attractive he was. And in America, in heaven, a white girl, a beautiful girl, a very attractive girl, Urvasi. She fell in love with Arjun. She came to him, looked at him, said, I love you. Arjun looked, get out. She followed something unnatural. He has the superior discipline, asked her to get out. Here, Lord Shiva was seated. Parvati came, fell in love, wooed him. Manmatha darted the weapon and Shiva opened the third eye. Higher discipline. Manmatha was burnt to ashes. Vasanta was reduced to ashes. One boy in YAC camp, I have nothing doing, I won't come in time. The coordinator comes, brings the attendance, marks 0, tells the authorities, his luggage is packed and asked to get out. Self-discipline is not there, he revolted. Now Parvati realized, no, this is not the way to marry Shiva. She left, observed self-discipline, constraint, restraint, control. She regulated herself, came to the southernmost tip of this country. She selected that solitary rock amidst the 3 seas, stood on a single foot, and she did tapasya. Self-discipline. Earlier she wanted to win him. Now, because of her self-discipline, Shiva was afraid. Shiva was scared. He came down from Mount Kailash, went to Kanyakumari. My dear girl, I want to marry you. As long as the boys run after the girls, they will put on faces. Don't care for them, they will beg you. We must be men. We must be women. We must observe that discipline. In history, I tell you, Winston Churchill was the Prime Minister of England. We were the slaves of the British. Mahatma Gandhi observed the moral discipline of austerity, telling truth, very simple person. And Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister of the British Empire, was scared of Mahatma Gandhi, and he said, I am afraid of that half-naked beggar of India. What is it that made Winston Churchill have the fear? It is the self-discipline of Gandhiji. Suppose a person comes in time, tells truth, observes the practices, everybody is respectful to him. Everybody is afraid of him. Self-discipline can conquer the superior discipline. If you practice yoga, people say we get siddhis. Siddhi means success. Success over what? Success over the superior discipline. Wind has the discipline. Fire has the discipline. Earth has the discipline. All the 5 elements have the superior discipline. And if we are self-disciplined by regulating the breath, by practicing the asanas, by following the yama, sat, truth, we will be in a position to overcome that physical discipline. Husband and wife, the wife is very, very obedient. In the old age, the husband has to be obedient to the wife. You go to your houses, see your parents, the lady who has been obedient now takes the upper hand. It is the self-discipline. Our own body is under 2 types of discipline. One is the natural discipline of the 5 elements. The other is the discipline imposed by ourselves, willpower. If you are self-disciplined, we will be in a position to conquer that. Anjaneya Swami observed this self-discipline by following pranayama. He controlled breathing in. If ordinary people take 2 seconds to breathe in, he would take 5 minutes today to breathe in, 10 minutes tomorrow to breathe in, half an hour to breathe in, 1 hour to breathe in, and to breathe out again another 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Regulate it, control it, slow down it, and you gain mastery over yourself. Then the next process is retention of the air, kumbhaka. When you retain the air for 1 second, 2 seconds, 10 seconds, the chest gets expanded. When you release, the chest gets diluted, diminished. You are able to master the natural discipline. Anjaneya was able to become small, Siddhi. When he was in the Ashokavana, Indrajit came, bound him. What did Anjaneya do? He breathed in, retained the air, the chest got expanded to the maximum size, let us say 50 inches. He was taken to Ravana, he released the breath, body became thin and the ties came down. When you are able to observe that self-discipline, you will be in a position to conquer the cosmic discipline. You will be in a position to conquer the 5 elements. That is Siddhi, success. All yogis are capable of getting these Siddhis. Why? It is because of the self-discipline. Where does it start? It starts with the diet. Ahara. And next it goes to Vihara, our movements, habits. And then it comes to our asanas, the way how we perform the asanas. And next it comes to our pranayama. You see how subtle it becomes. Discipline at the physical level. First intake. There is a man who is in Nellore, he is a Raj Yogi, is more than 90 years, he comes here. Every day, he would take only 50 ml of milk, Samprajnananda. He takes just 50 ml, you can imagine how small the measurement is. He is more than 90 years. He comes here every year. He takes classes for all of us. And you cannot walk with him. So stout, so robust, so healthy, so strong. He is capable of speaking for 5 hours at a stretch. He is capable of walking 100 kilometers at a stretch without getting tired. He takes only 50 ml. Body is self-disciplined. Similarly, there are people who can speak for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours continuously, self-disciplined. We find in Indian history great people practicing this self-discipline. Self-discipline is different from imposed discipline. Ordinary people will not follow the self-discipline. Ultimately, they have to submit to the doctor's discipline. They have to submit to the medical discipline. They have to submit to the natural discipline. This only secret is follow the self-discipline. First, get diet. The recent researchers reveal 99% of the ailments are because of the food we take more than what we require. Body requires very little food. We take much more than what we require, and that additional food causes all indiscipline in the body. Indiscipline in the form of indigestion. Again, a problem in the form of the BP or sugar or any other ailment. Diet, self-discipline. I don't take the second one. Control myself. Similarly, the moral discipline. I don't tell a lie. What is the advantage of speaking truth? We need not remember what we spoke on a previous occasion. Anytime we are free. If you practice the habit of telling the truth, brain is free, transparent. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, if a person can tell truth for 12 years continuously, after the 12th year, whatever he speaks comes true. He observes the self-discipline and he is able to discipline the nature. For 12 years he has spoken truth. On the completion of the 12th year, he looks at the boy, you are a girl, he becomes a girl. Where is the merit? Observe the self-discipline, you will be the disciplinarian of the cosmos. Sri Krishna is Yogishwara. He is able to conquer everyone. He is able to establish his siddhis. During our stay for 1 month, let us be self-disciplined to get the best of the benefits. It starts with the diet. If I am capable of taking 6 idli today, tomorrow only 5, day after tomorrow only 4, 3, 2, half, and body will not come down. Ill health will not creep in. First thing is the diet, and then the environment. Our Dr. H.R. Nagendraji, wherever he goes, he won't put on, even if it is -degree London, he will put on the same shirt. He does not require the woolen clothing. He has so practiced that he is able to conquer nature. He is nearing 80, not a lock of hair has become black. He does not use the spectacles. I am nearing 80, I don't require spectacles to read a book. Anything, we follow the self-discipline. When we are able to follow the self-discipline, we will be in a position to conquer the natural discipline. Otherwise, it will dictate terms to us. 30 days of your stay, self-discipline is the best way to acquire siddhis, to become Yogishwara. Anjaneya did it, made himself small, made himself large. And he was able to get rid of that Brahmastra. It is nothing but shrinking the body. The large robe has come down, fallen down. Diet, then vihara, our movements, and then practice of asanas. Regular practice of asanas, and all these three we may not be in a position to do. Pranayama is the subtlest way, the easiest way, the best way to conquer everything. Wherever we are while traveling, while sitting, we can breathe in slowly, we can breathe out slowly, retain the air as long as we can. Kumbhaka, Rejaka, Oraka. Breathing in, breathing out, and retention. This small exercise, when it is performed with self-discipline, we will become masters of ourselves. Yoga is self-mastery. Self-mastery is self-discipline. Self-discipline from the first physical to the subtle. As slowly as possible, let us practice this self-discipline. It starts with obedience. And let us be obedient to the dictates of nature, to the dictates of the environment, so that we can enjoy the freedom to practice self-discipline. You take any of the sadhus, any of the yogis, they are highly self-disciplined. That self-discipline gives us self-mastery, that gives us siddhi. Yogishwara Sri Krishna is like that. Let us meditate on Sri Krishna, the great Yogishwara. असतो